Welcome to Sand Kingdom, the biggest and third kingdom of Super Mario Odyssey. Sand Kingdom is full of desert party vibes, and a beautiful, colourful town, with these little residents who are like skeletons called Tostarentans. It's got a middling population, which is stretched out across the expansive land. Look how large it is. But the economy is nearly completely built on tourism, a little bit from precious stones as well. At the souvenir shop, this is what they sell. Some models, some outfits, stickers, and a statue. All very nice. But now, it's time to talk business. Could Mario, as a human, really survive in Sand Kingdom? He needs 4 things: water, food, entertainment, and a bit of shelter. Because Sand Kingdom's actually 40 degrees. That's insane. In 40 degree heat, Mario's going to need a lot of water. That's why it's quite the bonus that there's an absolutely huge oasis. This oasis could last Mario essentially forever. And if you don't think the oasis is enough, don't worry. There's still ice dotted around the kingdom, which will last Mario and the other residents a long time. And that's not even mentioning the little fountain, which is deeper than expected. Let's stay simple with shelter. Shelter is dotted all around. Let me show you. First, you've got the casino, which you can also use to have some fun with slots. Let me have a go now. Sure, Mario would waste a lot of his time here. Just like that, the jackpot. Next, you've got the costume room, which you're able to sing and dance with the Tostarentans here, and embrace some of the culture, which is another good thing for entertainment, as well as being a great shelter. Comes with a free power moon, but I've already got it. And the last one we're going to look at is obviously the Crazy Cap shop. It's a fantastic place, as looking around, it looks like it should be air conditioned, which in this 40 degree heat would be wonderful for Mario. And now you're probably thinking, what could anyone do for food in Sand Kingdom? Well, let me show you. In Cap Kingdom episode, we also talked about how Goombas would be a decent supply of food, as really, they're just big mushrooms. But in that episode I didn't talk about exactly how big they are. If they're roughly 0.8 Marios tall, they'd be around 1.2 meters. And 1.2 meters of Goomba is equivalent to about 30,000 calories, maybe. And that's just with if you're only eating a bit of it. So if we're taking that into account, then these Goombas will last Mario a long time. Because there is, I'd like to say 15 in this ice cave, about 5 extra in the ruins, so 20, that's a lot. Mario will be here for at least a year, solely on Goombas, and that's if they don't respawn, so Mario will be fine. But Mario might still get bored with what he's got so far. He needs something where he can beat his personal best, or have a bit of fun, run around. Luckily, this sub area is perfect. If we look back at our rules, it says how we're not allowed to do captures, but there is a bit of an exception. Really, no captures. We're going to use the minimum captures rules here. You still need to capture a wire, so we're going to let this one slide. So Mario is allowed to use wires. And in this wire, he picks up all of these flowers, and he goes. And he can run for a long time here. While picking up all these flowers, he's meant to be able to collect some moons, but really, Mario can just use it as a fun opportunity to grab coins. He's going at an amazing speed, so I'm sure he's having the time of his life. And I don't know about you, but it'd take me a long time to get bored of this. But what do you think? Do you think Mario could do this for a long time? Let me know. Right, let's have a recap. So, there's definitely enough water for Mario, and definitely enough shelter. We think he'd probably be entertained for a while, and there's lots of places to get coins, so we can pay for lots of different things. And on the food front, if Goombas really are worth that many calories, Mario could be here for a long time. But the question is, how long? Well, we've got to think, for the long term, what else could happen? We already know Sand Kingdom's had an ice age. If that happened again, the water sources could be gone, and the Goombas could freeze up. Also, the way global warming's going, this 104 could shoot up. And if it shot up that much, it wouldn't matter how much shelter there was, because it wouldn't do that much. And also, I mentioned at the start that the economy of Sand Kingdom is almost entirely built on tourism. And if the Ice Age happened, if global warming happened, or if any other disaster happened, tourism would stop. And if the tourism stopped, the money would stop, and everything would stop. Sand Kingdom would come to a standstill, and everything would be over. So, well, yes, in the short term, Sand Kingdom seems like a paradise, but in the long term, it seems extremely unsustainable. Anything could happen, causing a chain reaction, the domino effect, and Sand Kingdom would crumble. Let's be real, Sand Kingdom is only the paradise it is because of the residents. And as we can see, I have this little man down here who travelled the world with a man from Metro Kingdom. The residents can leave, but in the worst case scenario, if one of those things did happen, Mario couldn't leave. Mario would be stuck. If the residents left, Mario wouldn't have any resources. You wouldn't have to share anything with anyone, but at the same time, everything would fall apart. So without further ado, let's turn to our tier list. I think Mario would certainly be able to survive for more than an hour, and he'd definitely be able to survive for some days. He certainly couldn't live forever, because Sand Kingdom just isn't sustainable enough. Less than a year though, I think with all the Goombas, as long as no major disasters happened, he'd be fine. But realistically, something's going to happen at some point, so I'm going to put this in probably possible. If you disagree, let me know down in the comments. But personally, I think there's nothing else you can do. Right, well, see you all on the next one.